welcome back to another video. So I was scrolling Pinterest and I came across these nails, so we're going to be recreating them. I'm going to get started by selecting my extensions, and this time we're going to be using sculpted stiletto long from Opre. We're going to move along to the prep, starting off with prepping the inside of the extensions. To prep the extensions, I am just going to place this on the bottom half until the number disappears using scrubbing motions, and then place this to the side. And as it dries, I'm going to begin prepping my natural nails. For this video, I will be using a peel off base coat, and anytime I'm using one of these, I do not apply dehydrator or primer onto the nail. I just find that no matter what brand of peel off base coat I've used, this is just what works best, so I just stick to it. For peel off base, I will be using this one here from Diami. It's my first time trying it, so let's see how it goes. And then I'm going to place a thin layer of this on my natural nail. And y'all, I did not forget about the peel off base coat video. It's just a couple of things have been going on that have prevented me from sitting down and doing this. The first is that it's been quite hard for me to find 2 straight weeks that I can keep one design on my non-dominant hand because I have other things that I'm also working on. And every time I think I find a good set of peel off base coats to feature, something gets discontinued and I'm like, what? It's happened twice. So then I go and search for another peel off base coat to replace it with. So just know it's coming. I didn't forget. Okay, so once I have that applied, I am going to cure, and then we're going to move on to applying the extensions. I ended up using 2 different base gels here, and it's because I started off with the Opre Extend Gel and I completely ran out in the middle of filming. So then I started using the Yogo Zombie base gel. This is my favorite base gel to apply extensions that I have used so far. So in the clips, you will notice that some of the caps are gold and then the other ones are white. That's why. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply these like normal, laying the extensions right at my cuticle area and then pressing down in a 45-degree angle. Once it's in place, then I'm gonna flash cure. Once I have the extensions applied, I'm going to cure in a bigger lamp for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to start sealing my cuticles. I will just be using acetone in a flat brush for this, but I will say if you're using a peel off base coat, you need to be careful if you're going to seal your cuticles with acetone, because some of the peel off base coats start to lift with acetone so that you can get them off. So be very careful, use a small amount. So we're done with that, and now I'm going to prep the extensions for polish. This time I'm just going to be using a buffing block, and I'm just removing the shine from the nail. If you don't feel like buffing, that's perfectly fine. You can use an e-file and a sanding band, which will make the process go by a little bit quicker, or you can just go in with a base coat. Now let's get ready to do the nail art. Okay, there's a lot going on in this video. So I started off with applying a black gel polish to my thumb and my pinky because I knew I was going to be working with gold chrome, and typically I always like to have a black underneath my gold chrome because I like that antique gold versus the yellow gold look. However, as I started doing the other fingers, the charms I used had more of a yellow gold look, and I forgot to check that before I got started, and the fact that the color of gold was not matching was driving me up the wall. So I kept this in here because it's going to be a little bit confusing as I'm working on the other fingers. You're going to see that my nails are black, but I am going to change this to a white later. Anyway, so we're going to begin working on the other fingers, so my pointer, my middle, and my ring finger, and I'm going to be applying this base color here. This one is from D&D, and I picked it up at their recent $5 sale. For this color, I am going to apply only 2 coats of this. I'm going to be taking this white polish here from Melody Susie and using this to draw French tips on my pointer finger and my ring finger. And all I'm doing is just getting my outline down, and then I'm going to fill in the empty spaces. I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds and then take the Macart rhinestone glue and place a dot of this right in the center of the smile line. Then I'm going to be grabbing these golden charms. I got this set from Shein. I'll link it in the description box down below. So I am going to take these stars here and place one on each finger. Once I have it there, I'm gonna flash cure so it stays in place while I work on the rest of the nail. And I decided that it wasn't sparkling enough for me, so I took a little bit of rhinestone glue and put it on a dotting tool so I can have precise placement. Then I placed it right in the middle of that gold charm and added a very small rhinestone in the center. So next I'm going to work on the middle finger, and I'm taking the Macart rhinestone glue again, and then I'm going to go around the perimeter of the nail. It's not going to be perfectly even, and that is by design. And I am going to be moving the bottle in weird motions so that I can get a like abstract-y design. So once I have that done, I am going to go ahead and cure in a lamp. I'm going to switch this out and go from black to white. And I'm going to be using this painting gel here from Savvyland because I like using this with chrome. When it cures, it does not have a sticky layer, so the chrome glides on it and gives a mirrored finish. However, it is still a painting gel, so it's kind of thick and it's not the easiest to apply on the nail. So I'm just going to do a thin layer. We're gonna go ahead and cure this for a full 60 seconds, and then I'm gonna be taking the Macart rhinestone glue and making squiggly lines on the nail, starting at the base and working my way up. For this, I'm just curving the bottle, and wherever the glue falls is where I'm letting it fall. I don't have like a strict design in mind, which you guys hear me say that all the time. I just like to freestyle. I mean, whatever happens, happens. Once I'm done doing both fingers, I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. And I decided to take that white painting gel again and go over the 3D line that we placed on the middle finger, as well as apply some of it to the tip in the bottom half of the nail near the cuticle area because I wanted it to be cohesive with the other fingers. And originally I wasn't going to do that, so that's why it may seem a little backwards. So I'm just taking a flat brush and going over it. It doesn't have to be perfect because I don't want this line to be super symmetrical. I want it to be unique in its own way. Finally, I'm taking this gold chrome here and I'm going to be applying it on my thumb, my pinky, as well as on the middle finger. I'll be using a silicone tool to place it onto the nail. You will notice that the silicone tool is a lot wider than the space on my nail, and so some of the gold chrome may get onto the neutral parts of the nail, and that's okay. It's an easy cleanup. You would just take a brush and dust it away, and then anything that does not come off the brush, you can clean it up with a flat brush and alcohol. I'm going to take the Macart rhinestone glue again and place a small dot of it right in the center of the nail, and then I'm going to grab the golden flower from that same set and place it in the middle. And then I'm going to take my small handheld lamp and flash cure in place because we need to seal the edges of the charm. Anytime you put a charm on your nail, if you turn your nail to the side and you can see through it, that means you need to seal it because it doesn't sit flat on the nail. If you don't seal your charms, it's going to get caught in your clothes when you put them on, your hair when you do it, and it's going to be really annoying, but it also has the potential to knock the charm off prematurely. So I'm going to seal the edges with IBD's hard gel, and then I'm going to pop this into a lamp to cure it. For top gel today, I will be using this one here from D&D. After the final cure, I'm going to be taking some alcohol and spraying it on the nail and then wiping off the excess chrome from my skin with a little scrubby brush before I give you the final shots. If you have chrome on your skin, this is going to be the easiest way to get it off because sometimes it doesn't just come off with soap and water. You have to scrub it off the skin. So if it's stuck on your skin, give this a try. And here are what the nails look like all done. So I really enjoyed finding Pinterest inspo and then recreating it. So if you want to see more videos where I recreate designs from Pinterest, let me know in the comments down below and I can do that. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so on your way out. And I will see you in one of these videos here.